Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Alhamdulillah rabbil alamin wa bihi nasta'in ala umuri dunya waddin wassalatu wassalamu ala asrafil anbiya wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Amma ba'd. Alhamdulillah, today here we are going to have the proposal seminar, and then the contender here it will be Suci Alawiyah, Suci Alawiyah from class of 2018. And then your title here, it is the correlation between gender and the narrative story in student listening skill. And your advisor is Miss Lydia Tuliza, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Uh, Before you're going to start this proposal seminar, I want you to know that several things that we are going to do while this proposal seminar. Yeah. First of all, I'm gonna give you a chance to explain your PowerPoint, and then after that one, you're going to have the questions, and then I hope you can answer all of my question based on your proposal. Okay, and then I'm the one that gonna share the screen for you. And before you're going to start this proposal seminar, let's recite basmalah together. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
And best of luck, Suci Alawiyah. Time is yours. Come on, you may start. Come on, Uci.
Enough, sir. Wait, sir. Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, Mr. Sofian. I'm Suci Alawiyah from the class of 2018, and today I'm going to present my thesis proposal with the title, The Correlation Between Gender and Narrative Story in Student Listening Skill. Next. Start with my background of the study. English is one of the language used as communication tool that has an important role in every part of life in facing the global era and in the development of science. English is used to develop many aspects of our life, especially science, technology, trade, politics, etc. Our government decided that English as an compulsory subject taught in every level education in Indonesia, starting from elementary school level until university level. Learning English is a long process, and it takes time and hard work to study it. So, in order to have good English proficiency, the student have to learn the important part of language. Listening is one of the language skills. According to Ross, listening helps us to understand the world around us and is of necessary elements in creating successful communication that require desire to understand other humans, respect and acceptance, and willingness to open one's mind to try and see things from other people's point of view. In fact, people cannot talk if they cannot hear other people's talk. This simply means there is not enough language input and there is not output. Next, sir. Next, listening. The definition of listening. Listening is part of language English As a foreign language, listening is very important skill because it's widely used in daily life. People need to hear various type of English repeatedly and continuously if they want to communicate properly, meaningful and naturally. It means that without hearing people cannot acquire language because listening provides language input. Listening is one of the subjects studied in the field of language study and in the discipline of conversation analysis. Based on Hagens, listening is a purposeful, purposeful process of making sense of what we hear. More often we hear, more we can understand something. Listening is a respective skill. It is very active because listeners should think and understand things first to high levels. That what they have heard. As they listen to something, the process not also cannot it with other information they have already know. Listening is the ability process and identities with what the others are saying because listening is not just a matter what the hearing. Listening includes many process and determining the message, the meaning of sounds. According to Ross, listening helps us to understand the world around us and is essentially element in creating successful and communication. Next, methods and procedure. Uh, Time and phase of the study. Time this research will be connected from about 6 months. It starts from March 2020, 2022 until July 2022. As the research will be held and the second semester of grade 8 students of SMPN 3 Tangsel. Method of the study. The method of the study is defined quantitative research as a research strategy that implies quant, quantification in the collection and analysis of data. It means quantitative research denotes amounting something based on the chapter on this research, the correlation between gender and narrative story in student listening skill. The writer analyzed the degree of the study speaking from the lower to the higher. The degree was adopted from the score of student listening test and the answer of questionnaire. Population and sample. Population. Creswell define population as a group of individuals who have the same characteristic. In this research, the population is all students of grade 8 of school SMPN 3 Tangsel in academic year 2021 and until 2022. It's considered of 45 students and divided into two classes, A and B. The student in class A consistent of uh, 12 male and student and 16 female students, with the total of 28 students, while class B consists of 15 male students and 12 female students. Total 27 students. Accordingly, it's student. Technique of collecting data. The data was taken to determine the final result of this research is collecting the data. The writer used questionnaire and the document of student listening score. Questionnaire burn. Side the questionnaire are any written instrument the present respondent with a series of questions or statements to which they are to reach the either by rating other the answer, selecting from among exciting answer. Maybe enough, sir.
That's all. Suci Alawiyah. Okay, thank you very much. And then I hope you can see the screen now here. And then we're gonna go with the question then. Yeah. But before I'm going to give you the questions, I'd like to ask you first, what will be the difference between explaining and then reading? Come on. What is the difference between reading and then explaining? Come on. Come on, Suci Alawiyah. What is or what are the difference between explaining and reading? Come on, would you please answer my questions, Suci Alawiyah? You don't have to find it inside your proposal, yeah? I'm asking you a simple questions. What will be the difference between explaining and then reading? Yeah? It is two different terms, right? Reading. And then second one, here it is explaining. Come on, what is it? Come on, Suci Alawiyah.
Read. The difference between reading and explaining is reading is characteristic by understanding and
And what else?
and explaining is about he has understanding.
Okay, thank you very much. Suci Alawiyah. When I ask you about a question related with the explaining and then the term of reading, okay, explaining here based on all of the point, yeah, that you showed us here through your PowerPoint presentations, the elaborations, yeah, based on what you wrote in your proposal, okay, and then reading it, yeah. If it is only reading, so you are reading all the things that you wrote, yeah, for your proposal, yeah, consists all of your composition on your proposal, yeah. And then what we need you to do while joining the proposal seminar here is giving an explanations, yeah, not reading all the details that you got in your proposal, yeah? And then it seems like starting with your title, and then after that one, first chapter, second chapter, and then also third chapter of your proposal, it seems like you are not giving an explanations, but you are delivering, reading your proposal. Yeah? Okay? Okay, let me give you the example. When we try to explain about this one, starting with the title, for example. Yeah? Your first line of this proposal here it is consists of your title, right? You're mentioning your title here is the correlation between gender and the narrative story and student listening skill. That was reading. And then now, the way that we are going to explain this one, you're gonna come with the elaboration of correlations, and then you are going to explain about gender, and then you are going to explain also about narrative story, and then next one it is about listening skill. Okay? That's different. Okay? Okay, second question for you then. Here you are mentioning about correlations, and then after that one gender, and then that one after that one you mentioned about narrative story and student listening skill. So what will be the correlation that we are going to find out here from gender, and then second one narrative story and listening skill? Come on, what is it? Suci Alawiyah. Come on.
So here, please sir, can you repeat?
Okay, I'm gonna repeat it. From your title, you're mentioning about the correlation between gender and the narrative story and student listening skills. Yeah? Based on your title, what is it the correlation that you want to prove, that you want to analyze, that you want to conduct for your research here, based on the gender and then also the narrative story? Come on. Come on.
Okay, sir. Uh, I research about uh, um, this between male and female who more uh, maybe smart.
So you're going to
No
find
smart,
out.
no smart, but sir, between male and female who
Who? What is it?
this about listening kan between female and male who can more than answer the question listening, sir.
Okay, to be honest, Suci Alawiyah, you are not answering my
I mean, sir,
questions.
no,
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, uh, uh
Come on, what is it?
wait, sir, wait.
Before we are going to write the title of our thesis, of our proposal, we have a certain kind of background. We have a certain kind of reason why that we decided to conduct this title, to write down this title. And then you will not even understand here
Yes,
about
I
your
mean, sir,
title. Come on.
kan, kan, uh, I who more between male and female who has more uh, correction answer. Ah, no, sir. Between male and female.
Okay, I guess you don't have to try to look at your
Become
proposal then. What is it?
become a listening voice, sir. I mean, kayak bagusnya buat buat apa sih? Buat listening itu suara cowok apa cewek gitu loh, sir. Jadi di sini tuh you get it, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. And then one more time, you were not answering my question for your first slide of this PowerPoint presentations. Yeah? And then
Sir,
let's
wait,
go
sir.
with your introductions. Yeah? I want you to make a list. Yeah? I'm not gonna ask you to explain to elaborate several things related to your reasoning why did you going to conduct this research. Yeah? I want you to make a simply list, 3 lists that become your background of this study for your proposal. Come on, Suci, Alawiyah. First, what is it? Your background of this study. What is it? The first, what is it?
Listening.
So first, it is the listening skill. Okay. Second one, what is it?
Listening narrative story.
Okay,
Narrative
second,
story.
it is a narrative story. And then the third one, what will be the third one for your background of this study?
Gender.
Gender. So that will be a group of lists consists of your background of this study. And then when I ask you about your background of this study, you're going to mention it. First, listening. Why did you decided to choose this skill? Listening skills. And then after that one, why it is a gender. And the next one, why it is the narrative story. Come on. So background of this study consists of our reasoning. Why did we need to? Why did we have to? Or why did you have to conduct this research? Yeah. So it is not only mentioning it is listening, not only mentioning about narrative story, and then also about the gender itself. Okay, but you gonna come with your explanations. This one here is blah 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 about listening, and this one here it is about the narrative story, blah blah, blah, and then the third one it is about the gender, blah blah blah. Okay. Okay, that should be enough, I guess, for your introductions. And then now, when we go with your literature review, it is also the same. You are mentioning the description of the theories based on the gender itself, and then second one here is the narrative story, and then the last one it is about the listening skill. Yeah. But what I need you to do here is not only mentioning a list of description of the theories that you need, but how that you're going to connect all of those theories. Yeah, the connection between listening and that one, connection between narrative story, the genre itself, yeah, and then the level of the school that where that you're going to conduct this research for. Yeah, that will be for the literature review. Yeah, and then it is also the same for the method and then procedure of your research. For me, when you're going to conduct a research, you have to memorize all the pace, all the steps that you're going to do while conducting this research. Yeah, so you don't have to read it, you don't have to open your complete proposal and then try to find out where will be the time and place of the study, about the population and then sample method of the study, technique of collecting the data, and then blah blah blah. It should be based on your explanation. How did I'm going to conduct this research based on method and then procedure consists of this one. This will be the planning, and then this will be how that I'm going to use the instrument to collect the data, and then after that one how that I'm going to analyze the data, and then after that one how that I'm going to interpret the data. Yeah, so not only mentioning, okay, this from Creswell, it is from Gay, it is from Mills, blah blah blah. So it's not your kind of elaborations, not your explanations. That's what I mean. Okay, Suci Alawiyah?
Okay,
And
sir. Okay, sir.
okay, I guess that will be your last slide for the method and then procedures, and then I hope you're going to come to see me here to get a complete revisions based on your complete proposal. Again, then I'm gonna give you around 3 or 4 days. I hope you're going to be able to make a revisions, and then you're going to uh, see me, and then we're going to talk about your complete proposal. Okay, Suci Alawiyah? Is that clear enough?
Okay, sir. Enough,
Okay,
sir.
I guess that's enough for your proposal seminar, and then let's close this proposal seminar here by reciting Hamdalah together. Yeah? Alhamdulillahi Rabbil
Alhamdulillahirabbil
Alamin.
alamin.
And after this one, I'm gonna upload this video, and then you know what to do after this. Okay? See you soon for
Okay,
your
sir.
complete revision. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, sir.